On the Fire Watch 2, crews getting a handle on all three major fires burning across the Bay Area. That is very good news. Check out the latest numbers. Both the LNU and SCU complexes, 35% contained, while the CZU is 26% contained. Crews are lifting more evacuation orders and warnings today across the Bay Area. KPIX5's Kenny Choi near Pescadero, where crews are trying to starve the flames.
Many road closures across the Bay Area have reopened, but access to this point has been limited even to the press. This is what we witnessed along Highway 1 along the coastline just southwest of Butano State Park days ago. Today we went deep into the forest. CAL FIRE crews still putting out spot fires as we drove up Gazos Creek Road. This area is still under evacuation orders because of falling trees and nearly impassable roads.
This pickup truck abandoned. We're trying to access some homes in that direction a couple miles up. We're told that the majority of those homes burned to the ground. One may still be standing. We tried to cross this bridge, but we have to stop at this point because of all the damage.
Thousands of homes have been destroyed.
So we're just going to pull fire along here real slow.
Part of the operation over the last week is what fire crews call backfiring.
So we're trying to eliminate that buffer of about 50 feet around that house and then let it back down toward the main fire.
This work being done in Boulder Creek days ago.
See all this stuff, all that accumulative dead stuff? That would put off so much BTUs that there's no way this place would make it.
You can have trees, but as long as they limb them up and they thin it, they pull it away, it makes our job a lot easier for protecting houses.
So that when the main fire gets here, it's not going to have the momentum because all that fuel will be burned already on our terms.
In Pescadero, Kenny Choi, KPIX5.
Well, Chopper 5 caught fire crews in Contra Costa County mopping up after a vegetation fire near Highway 4. The flames scorched little more than 3 acres of dry brush, even burned some fences along Obsidian Way in Hercules.
It's official. The NBA playoffs will resume in the Orlando bubble tomorrow under 3 conditions. One of them is to convert NBA arenas into voting locations. The Chronicle reports the Warriors have already started the process to bring polls to the Chase Center ahead of the November election. They plan to announce more details next week. The NBA and players have also agreed to establish a social justice coalition and create new advertising spots to encourage civic engagement. Former Warriors player Andre Iggy Iguodala is the vice president of the NBA Players Association.
What it boiled down to is the platform working for us to get our messages out there? And they've been telling us to shut up and dribble because they don't want to hear us talk. I mean, we realize, we can have just as much leverage doing both, playing and speaking.
The new agreement comes after players spearheaded a 2-day strike in response to the shooting of Jacob Blake in Wisconsin. Let's take a live look from Washington, D.C., where 57 years after the March on Washington, thousands rallied again today at the Lincoln Memorial, calling for racial justice. This as the country grapples with the fallout from another police shooting this week. Now new calls for police reform on the anniversary of Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech. CBS reporter Natalie Brand joins us live from Washington, D.C. with the very latest. Natalie?
And Liz, demonstrators had been out here all day long. Most have now dispersed because the weather took a turn. But what was really striking was talking to people who traveled from near and far and across all generations, including a woman who was at the original march as a child and returned today with her family.
Thousands of protesters descended on the nation's capital on the 57th anniversary of the March on Washington.
Who would think that 57 years later, we're still fighting for what we was fighting for then?
Laverne Hines says she attended the 1963 march as a toddler. This time, she brought her daughter and grandson.
At some point, I want to be able to wake up one day and know that my child is safe.
Nicholas Dixon says he traveled from South Carolina with a message for elected leaders.
When we cry and we weep in front of them, we want them to have legislation that reflects our sorrows.
We will get your knee off our neck.
The march was organized in part by Reverend Al Sharpton after the police-involved death of George Floyd in May. But Friday's demonstration took on new significance after Jacob Blake was shot by a police officer in Kenosha, Wisconsin this week. Family members of both men spoke at the Lincoln Memorial Friday.
I wish George were here to see this right now. Jacob Blake! Jacob Blake! Jacob Blake! Jacob Blake!
Attendees also heard from the family of Breonna Taylor.
What we need is change, and we're at a point where we can get that change.
And the 2020 Democratic vice presidential candidate.
We have an opportunity to make history right here and right now.
We are going to be the generation that dismantles systemic racism once and for all.
A new generation of Martin Luther King Jr.'s descendants making a passionate plea decades after his iconic call for change.
Natalie, can you tell us about the president's response to today's demonstration?
Well, Liz, while the demonstrations were happening out here not far right inside the White House, the president held an event in the Oval Office where he issued a full pardon to Alice Johnson, who you may remember her prison sentence on a drug charge was earlier commuted by the administration after Kim Kardashian West got involved in her case. At that event, he was asked by the reporter in the Oval Office what his thoughts were on the march. He did not, Liz, take any questions.
All right, Natalie, thank you.